Did I mention I was having quite a day? Did I say that earlier in the stream? I'm obviously being passive aggressive. So, as I was saying before the stream crashed, of course it would happen. Not during my long monologues, much like I'm doing now. It wouldn't crash then. It didn't crash before the conversations, not after it. It's going to crash right when I'm at my most critical situation to make my decision for this woman. So, as much as I hate having to do this, just skip through everything. Thank you for that connection. Thank you for that Wi-Fi. Thank you for that Final Fantasy 14 servers. Because apparently it might not have been the Wi-Fi. It might have actually been the Final Fantasy server itself, which is kind of crazy because that almost never happens. Well, for me, even with my new crappy internet, the server itself, the servers are fine. My Wi-Fi is the one that's unreliable, but the servers rarely ever do that. Like, it hasn't happened to me in a duty of any kind, and I don't even know how long. So that's why I say it's kind of crazy to see one now. Oh man, what a day. So thanks to that, I'm going to end up doing what I plan not to do anyway. Once this is over, and God help me if it's only like 5 minutes long, I'm going to end this and then start the actual main story quest stream. So let's see what happens. Let's see how much more of a train wreck we can get, right? Sorry, lady, you do have some level of sympathy for me. You really do. It's just, I'm in a bad mood again. Here I was thinking I was over it. But, nope. Nope. I guess might as well talk about some other things. So, I don't stream on Twitch. I have done it, I think, definitely done it once. I don't know. Yeah, I've only done it once. Because Twitch streaming does seem to get more viewers, which is cool. You know, I get to have an actual conversation with someone. So that's always nice. But the thing about that is I can't upload the Twitch stream to my YouTube channel. I mean, I probably could if I had the equipment to do it. But as far as having the option to do stream on Twitch or YouTube, when you hit broadcast gameplay, it doesn't allow you to transfer the Twitch stream from the PlayStation to YouTube. I did talk to a friend of mine about it, and she told me that I could do it if I had a computer or something like that, some computer shenanigans. I'm not a tech wizard, so I definitely couldn't. So no more Twitch streaming, so it has to be YouTube. But YouTube streaming seems to be relatively fine. It's just, one, there's not as many people to watch on YouTube as opposed to Twitch. And two, for me specifically, the connection is garbage. So getting back to our decision here amongst the rain and the thunderstorm, as I was saying, if she has any powers at all, even simply her immortality, I would still consider her a valuable asset as far as knowledge is concerned. So I will say this, but she might say, you know, that's not true. But we'll say it anyway. I have to. I literally would have done the same thing anyway, so naturally I have to. Well, I mean, there's always the Asians. There's Valtry. So, no, there's definitely worse. I disagree with that one, but I'm not going to get all spiritual, philosophical, however you pronounce that word, and political on you, or you know how people are when it comes to something like this. But I actually disagree with this statement, so we're going to choose this one, because I actually would say this. I wonder if she would have said the same thing if I had chosen the second one. Sometimes they do that. Well, I guess when you feel better about yourself, you'll know. See what I just say? If for no other reason, her knowledge. Yeah. Sister, you have no idea. Sure, I've made friends with villains before. Gaius, he's pretty cool. I don't know about Xenos. I mean, he calls me his friend, but he does want to kill me dead. So I don't know if him and I can be actual friends. Or at least not the traditional definition of friends. Apparently we are friends as far as he's concerned, but... Let's see. I'm just going to go ahead and do this real quick just to make sure we got everything. Just pause it as needed. And pause. And pause. Alright, going back to the top. Pause, obviously. And pause again. There you go. Funnily enough, I was talking with my FC leader about how I like to try to show everyone everything, because once it's gone, especially now with, I think it started happening in, I almost said Stormbringers. Again, I still do that sometimes. Storm Blood, I believe, is when they started doing it. Matter of fact, I know they did, because I remember Samurai. But yeah, some of the quests you cannot rewatch ever again. They're just locked out, and that really bugs me, because one of the things I like to do in my spare time, like if I'm waiting for a particularly long duty or something, I'll go back to the journal in the ends and relive some of the past cutscenes, which is always fun. Sorry, I got distracted. Which is always fun. But some of them you can't rewatch again, and it sucks, because some of them are really, really cool. Like the Dragoon one, it was originally my favorite side story with oh man, do not tell me, Estinian. I was like, do not tell me I forgot his name of all people. Estinian, his story I really, really enjoyed. It's my second favorite now. Dark Knights is my favorite because it's much more personal to you. If you've ever played it and really paid attention to what's going on, it's a much more personal story. And speaking of that, I will say this. Despite my detective level deduction skills of deducing that she is the Shadowkeeper, I honestly did not recognize her in the cutscenes. Like, I don't know if she actually hangs out around here, if she really shows up occasionally, but when I saw her as the Shadowkeeper way back when, and seeing her before I saw that, or basically what I'm trying to say is I didn't see her as being that same person. I didn't even notice until she brought it up. So that's cool. They added that little bit. I like when they make it kind of sneaky. Yeah, I figured you might say something like that. Because I figured, I was saying earlier, again, I don't know when exactly the stream cut out. If she even had a smidgen of her strength left, she'd be useful. But then I thought about it and it's like, well, she might not. So, but if anything, she still has her immortality. And her knowledge, so she still would be useful alive. And like I said, the best way to atone for your sins is not death, it's to live. That's why prisoners, for the most part, get life sentences and not death sentences. And even the death sentence isn't instantly carried out. It's not like you are sentenced to death and then the cops just shoot you in the back of the head and be done with it. You still have to live a little bit before they get you, so you have some time for atonement before the guillotine drops. Anywho, enough of that. I don't like talking about real life stuff when it comes to gaming. Exactly. Now, I do kind of hate it because the stream has only been going on for like, and it's not even telling me, Like I said, this probably hasn't even been 10 minutes, maybe a little over that, just barely. So, oh god, I hate when that happens. Oh, I hate when that happens. But because it happened, I have to end the stream now, and then I'll start the main story quest stream in a second. Oh man, I'm so mad that happened. But I'm gonna try not to let it bother me. I'm gonna try. It's just, I have this pet peeve where I hate being off by one. Like, say for example, if you have 10 seconds to pick up 10 marbles, I would hate to pick up 9 and miss that one. It just bugs the crap out of me. I'd rather fail it completely and not get a single one than be off by one. It bugs the crap out of me, and that's how I feel about this stream right now, because I was right there at the end. It was not even 7 minutes long. Right there, I was that close to being done, and then the stream crashes. Oh, that pisses me off. But okay, I'm done. I'm done. I'm half tempted. You know what? I'll ask her about these anyway, because obviously I've never done it. And this also bothers me because, as I said, okay, I guess it's not that bad because the stream's going to be a little bit longer thanks to my rambling. But as I said, I like showing people everything, so it does bother me a bit more so that I didn't do this earlier, because her dialogue would obviously be different if I had done this immediately, because Ardbird was not resurrected immediately following the Cardinal virtues. That didn't happen until sometime later, so her dialogue, that opening dialogue, would have been different, and now I'll never know what it is, and most of you won't either. Obviously, it probably doesn't bother you as much as it's bothering me, but regardless, let's work our way up. Yes, I do. Yeah, Elidibus tried the exact same thing with me when he was possessing Xenos' body. I mean, technically speaking, all of them have. The Asians have been trying to do that, but he was, to me, the first one that really made the... And I guess it's not true that La Habrea did too. It just, I don't know, Elidibus just has more of an impact on me. And not just because of what he's currently up to. Ha! As I said, sister, you have no idea. So, apparently she is doing better. She has a sense of humor. So that's nice. It's not even dry humor. That was actually funny. Much like how she was like, oh, you know, the Shadowkeeper's only the worst villain that's ever lived as far as this realm is concerned. No big deal. So I like that. She obviously does have a sense of humor, so she's doing alright. So yeah, I'm going to end the stream now and start up the other one in just a minute. Still really bothered that it crashed. Hopefully it's not going to happen again, but time will tell. Those two are completely unrelated. I don't know why they're so close. Okay, enough procrastination. I will see you all in the next stream. Thanks for dropping by.